Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am Lisa. I am a 44-year-old woman on the southeast coast of the UK. I live alone with my dog and my 4 cats. And yeah, I posted a video the other day asking what you guys want to see. You all said bacon, so I'm not overly confident. I am at college doing a patisserie and confectionery course, but this is the first bacon video I've done, so I'm going to start off with something really easy. I was going to do cupcakes, but got no cupcake cases, so I'm going to do fairy cakes, which is practically the same, just a little less ingredients. Sorry if I keep disappearing, I've got to get stuff out of the cupboards. And also, I don't know whether anyone who does YouTube a lot, can you tell me if I can get like a phone stand or something what can help me do videos? Because as I say, I don't have one, so you're balanced up against my kitchen window at present, which isn't great, but you'll have to excuse my kitchen scales as well. They are Stitch. I love Stitch, and I was really glad when I found some on Vinted. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to start with butter. Well, I use stork for my cooking. So excuse my dog, he's just seen a cat or something outside. The back door's open. Now usually I wouldn't have my dog in the kitchen with me when I'm cooking, but I'm not making these cakes for anything special, just for my personal use, and my sister is coming round later with her children, so she's not a real sister, it's just someone I've known for years, and she's got 3 children, 3 little ones, so she's coming round later. So I thought we would just make some cakes for us to share out. Now this batter is solid, which isn't great. This is stork. I usually use stork for my cakes. So I've got 150 grams of stork margarine. In the bowl. Once I get a bit better at doing these videos, I will show you everything, but at the moment this is my first one. Not overly confident with what I'm doing, so yeah, please excuse me. Sugar. Can't find the sugar. I'm just using granulated sugar, it seems to work well. And I put a little bit much in there. I'm going to have to take a bit out. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, which is fine to do when you're on your own and haven't got people watching. So you'll just have to excuse me. in there, and then I will get my electric whisk out, which I should have got out first, but you will have to excuse me, I've never done this before. I'm going to shut him outside. Got a little hand whisk here. Just going to get that dusting over. And I need to unplug one of them. You'll have to excuse me, I do talk to myself while I am cooking. This is really noisy, and I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. It's flying everywhere. Do this for about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to come back to you when I have finished whisking. I'm back. So I've got the butter and sugar all blended together. I'm going to go in with 3 eggs because I use quite a lot of butter and sugar. I'm going to add 1 egg at a time, and I'm going to crack them into a cup. First, I'm not the world's cleanest cook, and I've got eggshell in there. So I just take that out, put that in the sink. Right. So in goes 1. I'm going to put 2 in to start with, see if I need the 3rd egg. Sometimes you need 2, sometimes you need 3. I do put a little bit of milk in as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to add the third egg. This is all trial and error. I've never done this from home, but we're just seeing how we get on. Ooh. Just gonna... Some people beat their eggs first. I tend not to. I just chuck them in and whisk them up in the mixture. There's no right or wrong way. You can either beat them first or not, basically. Now, if I was doing it professionally, then yes, I probably would beat them up first, and you know, it wouldn't be as rushed as this video. But as I say, this is just for personal use and to get started on doing baking videos, which I'll probably do once a week on a Sunday. So next week I will do cookies. Just need to get all that away from the side. I really wish I had some kind of phone stand, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. So if anyone has any suggestions that would help, please do tell me. Just give that a little rinse under the tap because I'll need that back up before I put the flour in. Just rinse that underwater because it was getting a little bit mucky and I need it for when I put the flour in. So. I'm just putting a quarter of a teaspoon, a quarter, not a lot, just a tiny dab of vanilla. And a little bit of milk. Just use a splash. And then some self-raising flour, which is there. Actually, I'm going to weigh this up separately just in case I put a bit too much in there. So I am going to use a bowl. Because it would be a little bit awkward if I put the flour in the mixture, which you can do, but I didn't want to get more or less in that. Well, less is okay, you can add, but more, yeah, it'd be a nightmare to try and get it out. I didn't realise quite how long. Perfect. 150 grams. I will convert into ounces if you would rather me do so, but yeah, I'm using grams, so 1 cupboard, Lisa, 1 cupboard. I'll just going to add a little bit at a time. I'm going to add a little bit more. I have actually done quite a lot of cake mix, but I'm thinking I might halve it and do some chocolate chip ones as well. I need to go to the shop to get some chocolate chips, so I might not, I might just do plain ones. Yeah. Now let me just get sorry if you hear me cough, I haven't got a cold or anything like that. I've got Tourette's, and coughing is one of my tics when I'm a little bit nervous, so I need to start losing that. But I just thought I'd explain that, so yeah, I'm not contagious. But I think that's perfect. Let me just see if I can show you. Now the lighting in my kitchen is not great, so it may not. But there's the cake mix. Sorry if it looks a bit rubbish, but it's a perfect colour in the light in the kitchen, just not on the phone. So yeah, just going to dish that up into cake cases, and yeah, I'll show you the result in a second. So they're just going in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes on a preheated oven. They're not great, but yeah. Hello, so the cakes are cooked, or made, should I say, and they're just cooling down. So while they are cooling down, I am just going to the local shops. Got an hour before they close. They close at 4 in the UK on a Sunday. That's the opening time. I like the closing times. So I've got the dog in tow, which I'll show you a picture of in a minute. Once I get out. It's going to be very difficult to film whilst holding the phone, but just thought, oh. Hold on a minute. I think Milo wants to be in the picture as well because he sat outside my front door cleaning himself. Milo! And there's the dog. We're just going on our little walk to the shops, and once I'm back I will start decorating the cakes. Evidently these are the cakes I made. Sorry, I'm only just posting. I didn't post when I got them out of the oven. Usually I would make sure they were completely flat, but as I've said before, these are just for my benefit, and like I've got a friend coming over with her children, and I don't really think they're going to mind too much if they're a bit lumpy on the top, so I'm not going to cut them out or try and flatten them. I'm just going to get on with the decorating. I have already made the buttercream. I totally forgot to do a video when I was making it. It is just butter and then icing sugar, like double the amount. So if you're using like say 2 ounces of butter, you would use 4 ounces of icing sugar, and just double it up with whatever you're using. I usually put in a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla essence. Yeah, vanilla essence I've got in the cupboard, just to give it a bit of more of a boost. And then I'm going to pipe around the edges, which I will show you when I get round to doing it. And then I'm going to put like lemon curd or strawberry jam in the middle. But I will make another video doing that in a minute. I'm really sorry, this video is really, really rubbish, but it is the first one. And yeah, right, let's get on with this. So I've got some buttercream in here. Now, this is a new icing gun thing, icing syringe, I don't know what you want to call it. Some people call it icing guns, some people call it syringe, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it is fine. And I'm just going to it's a good job that they are just for my benefit, because my piping skills are absolutely rubbish. I'm really disappointed, but practice makes perfect, so you know, I'm still learning myself, and yeah, so I'll do another one, see if that's an improvement. Not really. Hold on a minute. I've done 3 so far, as you should be able to tell. They're rubbish. I feel really disappointed. But, hey-ho. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? I'm going to change the nozzle and see how we get on. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm making. I will do another video once I've done them. I've done 5 so far. I had to change the nozzle. My piping skills are awful, so I'm going to have to practice with that. Please, no negative comments. I've tried my best. I am still learning. I'm still at college. And this is the first video I've ever made. And I am panicking because they're not perfect. But I'm not selling them. I'm not creating a business yet. You know, I'm trying to perfect my things as I go along. And yeah, so you just have to bear with me. I've changed the nozzle. I'm going to carry on, and yeah. Okay, so as I've said, my piping skills do need working on. And they're not great, but you know, everything. I'm doing cookies this week at college, so next week I will make cookies on a Sunday, and the week after, well, that's Easter, but I will make something as well. Probably do, right. Well, actually, I might do Rice Krispie cakes next week. No, do Easter cakes on the Easter Sunday, I think, like Rice Krispies, melted chocolate and mini eggs. Don't think you can go far wrong with them. Nearly lost a bit of buttercream. Right, I'm going to stop and I will show you all the finished ones once I finish, because I'm getting a little bit anxious here. So yeah, my first baking video has been a disaster, but I will still post, because then as I get better you can all see my progress. Cool. Right, see you later.